Hello, everybody. This is Jay Knives, and welcome back to another episode of The Sinking City. Let me go ahead and adjust this real quick. We are on a budget here, so be kind, love each other. All right, let's dive right into it. So, let me explain. I've been playing this game for about a couple of weeks now. I think ever since its initial, I guess, the start of me actually playing the game. And I like it a lot. I truly do. But here's the thing, though. I found out that there are side missions and there's main missions. So I'm playing the side missions, but you guys are getting the main mission. So I'm kind of here to progress the story, as opposed to just going around and collecting items of other importance. So yes, you guys are not missing anything as far as story goes. But I'll give you guys a quick update. Mr. Throgmorton, the ape guy. His son just got murdered by some fish guy. And we found out that supposedly it might have been some madness is the reason why. He sent his son and a bunch of men on an expedition under the water in the sea to find out what's causing all this madness, and an explanation of the sinking of the city and whatnot, and what makes people going crazy, the creatures that are showing up, things of like that. So son got murdered, but I found out I ended up making the wrong move. I actually forgave the guy, and I was like, look, I believe you. I don't know anything. I don't know shit about this city. Maybe it was from madness. All right, you go hide over here. Meanwhile, I'm gonna tell the dude that's after your ass for killing his son, you're dead, And I did look it up. I'm like, so I'm gonna look up the real answers after I initially make my decisions. So I made the wrong decision. Turns out that fish guy was paid to kill anybody coming from that expedition that he had Throgmorton, I can't say it, Throgmorton sent his son on. So that's what happened. So I was wrong. So I'm not the most perfect detective, but I'll try. So welcome back. Hit that like and subscribe if you hadn't already. I'm going to be enjoying this one. So the casebook. See, these are all the side stuff I've been doing. It's a lot. So the only thing that has improved is my inventory and my stats. That's about it. But as far as like the overall lore, I still don't know much. So we'll go from there. And then also this game has a fast track, or a fast track, fast pass, whatever. These are all my inventory. So some YouTubers will all of a sudden gain like extra health, and you're like, how the fuck did they do that? Well, it's probably because one, they looked it up. Two, they were playing off the air, and maybe they just, because a lot of YouTubers edit their stuff. I don't. So you kind of miss it. And you guys are here. You guys are down with me, even though it could get a little dry at times. So I appreciate that. The mere fact that there's more of you now than there was last year is beyond me. Let me see. The expedition headquarters are located northern Converside, crossroad of Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. I think that should be here. There it is. So, these are like little signs. You ever seen Blade 2? Where it's like they have like these invisible signals on doors telling you what's going on.
Need the key.
No, I don't. Dangers of diving. Divers with the bends can suffer from numerous symptoms, including pain, impaired movement, nausea, vomiting, and disorientation. I'm already disoriented. Acute symptoms can occur within 10 minutes of surfacing, including numbness, blindness, deafness, that's too much more. Seizures, confusion, or words coming out all weird. I've divin before. That's not even a word. Divin. I've dived before. The paralysis and numbness can involve several different parts of the body at the same time. Okay, yeah, this definitely speaks to me. Oh, so update
Someone
on. I
smashed
didn't
it
give you guys
beyond
the update the
repair.
last video because I was lost in the sauce.
Someone smashed it beyond repair.
That's that antique shit. So I had an MRI for my doctor recently. As soon as I had left work, I believe it was yesterday, and turns out nothing came out on the MRI. So now that I think the next step is the EEG, EEG test, if I'm not mistaken. What is this? Okay, I've never seen this before. Okay. Also, this game has a sanity gauge. Partially burned cargo manifest. The following must be delivered unreadable. Grimhaven Bay no later than Friday. MK5. Mark 5 diving suit, 6 tanks. So this is just the equipment that they were bringing with them on the expedition. So it seems like they wanted to get rid of the evidence of this expedition ever happening. And also because the guy, the fisherman,
Guess this helmet's
was
beyond
paid off to
repair.
kill everybody. So who did that? I don't know who did that. We're going to find out. It's probably going to take a whole ass game before we find out what did. What the fuck? I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I hit him the first time. So yeah, everything here wants to kill you. I'm not surprised. So you're known as the newcomer. Newcomers are not welcome.
Grab the papers. Smash the rest.
I'm assuming you're the guy I just took out to dinner.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Okay.
Ay, fatah. Me fe ay
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Time to figure this out.
I think it already written itself, so they busted in.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Grab the papers. Smash the rest.
That happened.
Ay, fatah. Me fe ay.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Several
it.
men broke into the expedition headquarters. What they didn't smash, they burned. The archives.
They smashed each other.
newspapers.
So you kind of go into this mind thingy where it's like you could piece together the what had initially happened. So apparently Charles Reed, that's our character, he has this ability where he could actually see past the normalcy of what you're actually seeing with your naked eyes. Like, for example, he could put this stuff together. I don't know, it's kind of like a different type of vision. I guess only he could see. But also he's curious of why he's getting these so-called visions, and he feels like this might be the place for him to figure those answers out. It's kind of like a mixture of that and him getting hired. So that's what I know. Alright, so Mind Palace. So if I put whatever I found together, this is my conclusion, or this is my theory. The expedition arrived as lost, but I still have clues to follow up on. They left the city on a freighter from Greenhaven Bay. There might be recent postings or ads about the freighter in the Oakmont Chronicle. Okay, so he said Oakmont Chronicle, so if I'm going off of that, did I... Okay, the key evidence was collected. So there's key evidence collected and there's all evidence collected.
Guess I don't need the key.
So there's still probably something in here of importance that I have not seen yet. Have I gone upstairs? I don't think so. So I'm gonna start to the left and work my way to the right. Okay, here we go. Oops. Freeze frame, freeze frame.
These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
Well, even in that vision, I can't see anything, so... Okay. There's still some more evidence to look for. According to our data, the places with paranormal activity have a strong previous unidentified influence on the human mind. That's what I was talking about. We have prepared a list of solutions including meditative, I can't read, practices and a supply of sedatives to present, dyslexic too. To prevent cases of madness among the expedition members, I highly recommend discarding all those charms, amulets, religious symbols which are of no use, and applying these scientifically valid methods of protection instead. They're called condoms.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
All hail the magic conch. That can't be it. There's no way. Is that a El Dinosauro? Yes. What am I missing? I don't have all the evidence. Oh.
Map of Cape Cod. It looks like there was something here, but it's been erased.
Sweet. All the evidence is collected now. Now, since I'm collecting everything and I've gathered what I possibly can, I go ahead and I leave this area alone. And the next place would be just down a block that way. I would like to say that the AI in this game is not bad either. Mind you that this is not a AAA game. Again, this is a bunch of individuals that have a passion for a project. And I don't know what the hell I think it's called Cthulhu. Or there's something else. It's where Cthulhu comes from. It's supposed to be within that universe. Please don't quote me, I don't know, but I like what I see. And the second game is coming out, so I'm very excited because I like this one. And supposedly that one's way better. Supposedly better. And I've seen the trailer. The gameplay looks very Resident Evil, Silent Hill-ish. So I'm very interested. So if I have an early access to that game, I will get it. And I will stream it. What's this? Loving memory, Albert. Okay, Albert was Throgmorton's son of respected Robert Throgmorton, and a descendant of a robust bloodline. Died on Thursday at Oakmont, aged 25 years. We mourn his untimely death, but we celebrate the way he lived his life. The Throgmorton family appreciates the many comforting words and prayers sent by the citizens of Oakmont. And there's his dad.
I'm not in the mood for chit-chat, Mr. Reed.
Question. Oh. Oakmont Chronicle. I like how this man's has money, but his place is still very shitty on the bottom floor or basement. So
The mortician has touched him up well.
welcome everybody. Okay, I gotta go to the... Where did it tell me to go? No, it said the Chronicle or something like that. No, that's not it. It's not City Hall. No. There we go. Oakmont Chronicle. And they're both kind of fun. I can't wait for this second game. So 2025, I will say, and I'll say it again, is going to be a huge year for this channel. Huge. Lots of games to play. So little time. There we go. So I'm going to go to the Oakmont Chronicle and see what I could find there. With all the key evidence that I've gathered, I should be able to put this case together, wrap it up nice and tight. Trying to figure out that it's not called Cthulhu, it's something else. It's a... Oh, Lovecraft. That's what it's called.
Stop it.
H.P. Lovecraft, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's where it comes. That's the same universe.
Damn newcomers.
Wait, what the fuck am I doing? I've been following the wrong thing the whole time.
What's your problem?
What you get for calling me a newcomer? See, that's how fast I be forgetting. I'm like, okay, do I go on this street or I go on that street? But the way that the map is in this game is not like it's just a straight rectangular or square path. It's a weird, like, octagon, hexagon path that you take. Like, alright, I gotta take a left here, but I gotta make a sharp right there. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. See, like this, for example. It's just better for me to stay straight for one more block and then make a left. But you can kind of see, like, why I like this game. It's got the little fog effect, you know. You pick up what I'm putting down, right? I do enjoy the fog, not memory fog or Caesar fog, but I definitely enjoy the fog nonetheless. Turn on your little flashlight, it's that fuck motherfucker's dick, like a torta. This is it. This is it. All right, here we go.
The old papers are by the door. Take them and stop bothering me already.
I think you've got me confused with someone else.
Aren't you a newcomer?
What does that got to do with it?
Help me out here. What's the connection between newcomers and old newspapers?
It's cold sleeping in the street, and they come to collect the old newspapers for warmth.
Yeah, I guess I am a newcomer. Charles Reed, private investigator. And I also need your old newspapers, the archive, to be exact.
Ah, so you're the one who cracked the Albert Throgmorton murder case.
I didn't really
Nice
crack it.
work.
I made it worse.
I'm Helen Bland. Say, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Give me an exclusive interview. You won't regret it. The Oakmont Chronicle is the best newspaper for miles around.
All right, I'll be sure to make some time for you, Miss Bland.
Fuck it, I'll do the interview right
Do
now.
you still want that interview? I got some time now, if you're ready.
We just talked about this.
Oh, absolutely. We know that you're the private eye who solved the case, but tell our reader something more about yourself.
Well, he was in the Navy. Yeah. Oh, wow.
I'm a former Navy diver. Served on the USS
I didn't know that.
Cyclops, and well, after the war,
That's why he
found
calls the
myself
little
in
boat
Boston.
Cyclops
I've
too.
been a
That makes
private eye
sense.
ever since.
Oh, a brave sailor. Well, I imagine you'll get accustomed to local life easily. We have plenty of water around here.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll have the chance to work together
Perfect
later.
job.
Who
Perfect
knows?
place.
And now the big question. Why are you here? What brought you to Oakmont?
No, I can't. I don't want to be open about the visions because that means whoever's listening in could kind of use that against me. So I'm trying to track down missing people.
I've been investigating disappearances all around Massachusetts.
You got to be like a very
Missing
paranoid in this
people
game
all
too,
seem to have ended up here for some reason.
because some actions
The
have
mystery
consequences.
of the newcomers. And you want to know why they're here? Well, they aren't very forthcoming about it. And it doesn't help that most of them aren't thinking straight, to put it mildly. I think that's enough for now. I can't give the readers too much all at once. Thank you for
There's
your
going to be more
interview,
interviews.
Mr. Reed.
My pleasure. Maybe I'll do something interesting enough to make the papers again. You never know. See you later.
Later. All right, let me get into the archives. You will often need to look for useful information within various city archives. Archives contain topical information. For example, City Hall holds general data about citizens and organizations, while info about specific categories of the people, like criminals or patients, can be found in the police or hospital records. In the casebook, okay. Press a button, something happens. Got it. Let's see. This is... So, this was after the flood. So these are the evidence I've gathered. Albert Dartmoor was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. Hard to find another explanation. Dead or alive. Dartmoor waiting for blah blah blah. Expedition archive lost, but I still have clues to follow up on. They left the city on a freighter from Greenhaven Bay. Okay, so I think these are... No, they're not journalists. I don't think they're celebrities. Well, seeing as how Throgmorton's son is somewhat can be famous because of his dad, I could see it being celebrities, but we'll go for commoners. And this is for Old Grove. Nope. Greenhaven Bay. No? Fuck me, what year is it? Got it. The 30-ton ship Tatiana is currently available for hire. You will find it fully equipped for transport as well as the aiding of underwater ventures exploration for the price of 70 rifle bullets. Bullets mean money out here. Thereof per week, there are interests are urged to contact Captain Jeremiah Sanders for contracting details. He can be found at Pier 3 Oakmont Port, Greenhaven Bay. Okay, Pier 3 Oakmont Port. Okay, so... One, two, and three. We're going here. Mainly because it says the number 3 on it. Let's get the hell out of here. So now we're gonna make our way towards the fast pass. Wait a minute. Well, there's one there, but there's also one there too. I'm just gonna go to the left and go to the fast pass just right here down the block. What the hell? I mean, ooh. Interesting. It doesn't even show me that that part's fucked. That is the first time that has... Where's my boat? What is going on here? Why is my boat over there? Gotcha. We're in. Now. Dumb. I have a fast track thing right here. Whoop. So this is the closest spot. That's right. Still runs a little funny, but could just be the style. It's like his shoulders don't necessarily move with everything else. I go to the left. No, that was stupid. Not the first hole you see. You don't go in there. Oh. So yeah, I've improved a lot when it came to the gameplay. I wasn't that good at all when I first started this. I was like, what the fuck, the button? But that's how I always am, like every new game that I play. Okay. Almost there.
Thank Kay. At last. Hey,
The hell?
help.
What's going on?
Sea creatures swarmed over the piers. I hid here, but these walls won't stand up to them. Please help me.
I'm looking for Captain Sanders. Is he here in the port? Did the creatures get him?
I saw Sanders. Help me.
Alright, fine. Wow, I'm so ahead of the game that it's barely teaching me about combat, but I've been facing a lot of monsters. This is nothing. Bye-bye. Oh, wait. I believe I saw one of these in the trailer, too. In the Sinking City 2 trailer. So they make a comeback. And I don't think I've seen the same guy in the trailer, so I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen in this one.
Gotta be out of your head to do this to a man. The monsters sure didn't leave behind much.
So it gets all finicky when you start losing your sanity.
The monsters sure didn't leave behind
Just
much.
like that. The first time that has happened to me, I was
They were
flipping.
in high spirits. And plenty of them were drinking.
They were drinking. Okay.
Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased. This would be a weird artifact in any collection.
Right. I, Captain Jeremiah Sanders, hereby agree to take on the orders of my vessel Tatiana. Any persons designated by Robert Throckmorton, the cargo detailed in the attached manifest, as well as to provide them with any and all necessary assistance up to including depth measurements, as well as diving support for underwater exploration and marine life observations. Aforementioned services will take place in confidential locations in Cod Bay. Afterwards, the Tatiana will provide transport for all the passengers to the Oakmont port. Compensation will be 70 bullets. Okay. Let's see what happened here. So we got one of those thingies.
You can't take me! Eat this!
That might have happened last.
To the mare with you! Die! Die!
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum?
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
So I'm assuming it's already in order.
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't...
To the mare with you! You can't take me! Eat this!
For whatever reason,
Greeny
crew
means I
went
got it.
berserk. Only one man got away.
Now I'm gonna ask him some more questions.
I've dealt with the creatures. Now, tell me about Sanders.
He got back several hours ago.
What happened on the Titania?
It was horrible. A damn massacre. I heard the shots. I went out. I saw the whole thing. Sailors bleeding, dying. Blood hit the water, and then, well, then
The monsters
wild
are called
beasts came to
wildebeests.
feast.
Wild beasts. Wild beasts.
This Sanders. What kind of man is he?
He might have been normal until they went
Come on.
on this expedition.
He seemed like a decent guy.
I gotta find Sanders. Where is he?
Saw him get away just after the shooting. Ran for the pier. Didn't see where he went after that.
Did you see anyone else from the expedition?
No. Only Sanders. I'd bet my life no one else made it back.
That's just key evidence. Well. Okay, I put those two together. The harbor master saw Captain Sanders leaving the pier. The only survivor of the fight on the third pier of the Green Heaven Bay was a man badly wounded in the shoulder. Captain Sanders is a wounded man and now seeking medical aid. So, where would he be going if he's seeking medical aid? That would be the hospital. That'd be my guess. Well, I mean, if he's in trouble, then there would be no reason for him to go to the hospital because he doesn't want to get caught up on what he did, right? He doesn't want to get caught up on this supposed case. So,
Gotta be out of your head to do this to a man.
he got axed. I guess there's nothing here. They didn't come from there. They came from here. Is there nothing here? No.
Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased. This would be a weird... Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased. They were in high spirits, and plenty of them were drinking.
Can't think of anything else that I'd be able to find. I can't think of shit.
They emptied every chamber. Still stinks.
This must be the last piece. Yep, it was. So if I get XP out of nowhere, so I got all the evidence. That's what that means. I'm kind of glad I'm using this video to explain everything. So when you guys get to the next video, if you are following the series, which I recommend, that's good. That's good. That means it took you guys less than an hour to figure out what it took me days to figure out. So this motherfucker, if he fled and he's looking for medical anything, so he'd be going to the hospital. So now we go to the hospital. And then now we go meal. Then we go here. And then we go meal. Off to the hospital we go, and we find out what's going on. Here I come. So yeah, real detective work. Well, close to it. Pretty sure detective work is a lot more boring and not as fun.
I'm looking for a man. Just checked in. Cut up pretty bad.
I've got a trauma unit full of patients like that, sir.
Okay, this might ring a bell. My guy has a deep axe wound in his shoulder.
Sir, I really don't have time for rifling through paperwork, but you're welcome to take a look at our archives if it means that much to you.
Why?
Fine. Some more archives. This is recent. So he's a patient. Surgery. Greenhaven Bay? No. No, it had to have been Greenhaven Bay, but where are we now? No. It's not where. I know for a fact it has to be surgery. What? Several men with Ismail syndrome broke into the expedition headquarters and destroyed everything in sight. They burned most of the expedition archives, sent to research interviews with locals, freight. William Sanders. The harbor master saw Captain Sanders leaving the pier. Only survivor of the fight. Pier of Green. It's Greenhaven Bay. It has to be. So. Okay, remove this one. could have swore I did that, but I'll have to check. Peter Crowley, male, 29, Oak Monter, multiple burns and fragmentation wounds to the chest and face as a result of an explosion. Several surgeries, wound treatment, facial surgery, prognosis. Good bed rest recommended. Joseph Willow, male, 39, newcomer, deep cut, wound to the left shoulder. Broken, there he is. His name is Joseph. Wound stitch, fracture set, bandage. No trace of infection. Good bed rest recommended. So he's where the beds are. So he's upstairs. Reception, surgery. He's in the basement. This can't be right. Okay, I'll just go back upstairs. Oh, yeah, well, okay, then he might have already been performed on. So I'll just assume that he did.
What happened to you?
It's gotta be him.
Pete. Explosion. Fishing with dynamite.
Fishing with dynamite, huh? You sure it wasn't from a fight in port? Maybe on a ship?
I'm sure. Oh, please, leave.
Bye.
Not him. So that's Pete. I'm looking for Joseph. Not you. Maybe not on this floor. Maybe the next floor. He's bedridden, so unless he got out of bed. Maybe he did.
Yeesh.
Some psycho in a bar brawl. Gun came out, he clipped me good in the shoulder. Something I can help you with?
I'm just looking for someone. Captain Sanders.
Captain Sanders? Never heard of him. I'm Joseph Willow. You should probably look somewhere else.
Why did you lie?
That's funny. The records say you were admitted for an axe wound, just like a certain Captain Sanders got in the port massacre. Spill.
Oh, to the depths with it.
Yes!
Who sent you?
I'm
Me.
asking the questions here.
That's who.
Yeah, well, first tell me who you are.
I'm investigating the expedition.
Charles Reed, Private Eye. Throgmorton wants
Figure
to
out what's
know
going on
what
with
happened
me
to his
while
lost
we're
expedition.
figuring out what's going on with the expedition. Maybe that's
So
the answers.
Throgmorton came looking at last.
Maybe it answers both.
I knew someone like you would find me sooner or later.
What
What
were they looking
for
for?
underwater?
Yes.
The cause of all this. The stones, the flood, the monsters. The scientists found cracks on the seabed. They were working on some theory of how it connected to the madness.
The ocean floor splits open, and that means hysteria on land. Really?
We spent
You know how
days
crazy
in
that
the
sounds?
cracks. We heard things. Saw things looking back at us.
I believe him because I see some fucked up shit and I have visions.
I think it'd be an understatement to say your expedition met with disaster.
There are things that should never be found, Mr. Reed. I only wish I'd known that then. They'd still be alive. The scientists. my crew,
Scientists.
none of them deserved what happened to them.
What happened during the final dive?
Tell me what happened on the last dive.
We had a system. The divers go down, then come up at a prearranged time. But not one surfaced that day. In the end, I sent a team to check. They returned with Albert, but all were half mad with fear.
Did you know Albert Throgmorton made it to shore?
Albert survived? Is he here?
He's dead.
No. He didn't make it. He's dead as the rest. Murdered in the port. But what about the others?
I don't know. My crew left them down there, underwater. I ordered a rescue attempt, but they threatened mutiny.
Why did you
You've got
abandon
a
the
good
divers?
reason for leaving the expedition to die, right?
You weren't there. Day after day on that ship, it was a horror, Mr. Reed. We saw things. Not one of us dared sleep. It was an expedition into cursed waters, mark my words.
I'm assuming you were drinking to numb it.
I was on the Titania before I came here. It seems you were all hitting the bottle pretty hard. Why?
To stop them from rioting.
Oh.
To save them from despair. After those dives, anyone would turn to drink.
So, the diving did a number on your crew. What happened in the port?
I don't know. They were calm until we docked, and then they lost it. And many good men lost their lives.
Where?
Could you take me out to where the last dive took place?
No. You can't follow them, Mr. Reed. It's suicide. Worse than suicide.
I'm a Navy diver, Captain. And with all due respect, I'm not afraid of boogeymen.
I don't care. I'm not taking you there. And besides, you'll never follow them without proper equipment.
Where's
I
the
want the
logbook
ship's log.
from the Titania?
Well, I had it with me, but I was all out of it. I remember the surgery ward. When I came round, my things were gone.
Where could I get a diving suit?
Do you know where I can get a good diving suit?
My men got theirs from a local factory. If you're that bullheaded, I'll write down the address.
Get better soon.
Cool. I got what I needed. Diving suits. Western Greenhaven Bay on Seasmith. This is the part of the game I don't like. You kind of gotta have a good eye for this. Seasmith Avenue. Between Levy Coffin Avenue and Deep Shore. What? Deep Shore Road. Oh. Levy and Deep Shore. Seasmith. So right about here. Okay. Let's make our way there, and then I will call the episode as soon as I get to that diving suit. And then we may or may not go on to this expedition to continue further the game. Let's see. Where was it? Right, yeah. Fast travel, that's what it's called. I've been calling it Fast Pass. Okay, straight and then to the right after one block. Let's see.
Fresh fish, just caught me.
It's very evident that they didn't know, that somebody did not want this expedition to be known, but is it because it's so batshit insane they just don't want the people to suffer? I don't know. Maybe there's a secret that some scientists or something don't want us to know. I'm not talking clearance shit. I'm just saying, like, Okay. You did. Bitch.
This wouldn't even hold air for a minute.
Then it's upstairs.
I'm not trusting my life to a rusty suit.
Well, sorry. Jeez, I didn't see that it was rusty. Oh, that's pretty rusty. I'm assuming this last one in this building is the one. Something tells me that's the one. I don't even have to look at it. Inventory's looking good. Do I have oh, knowledge points. Sweet. I don't even have a shotgun. Let's see. I don't have a shotgun, but I'll take it. Alright. Got the diving suit. All evidence collected. Oh, wait. So now what? The Tatiana incident, Tatiana crew went mad and started a massacre in the port as a result. Okay. Knew that. Is there anything I need? Anything. Possibly. So now... diving suit of the same type has been used in but in a good state. Should be good down to about 100 meters in it. Okay, so now what? I guess I go to the monkey man to report all this. Tell him that I'm also going to be going down there. And Mr. Charles Reed is going above and beyond, if you ask me. Also, there's something else I wanted to tell you guys. Even though that this game is going to be a straight up PlayStation year for sure, I am considering getting a Microsoft product that I will not speak of. Not now, not anytime soon, but because the amount of types of games that it can play. Any other Silent Hill games or any horror games that you guys would want me to play, or any suggestions, that goes all the way back to, I don't know, the early 2000s. I'm down for that. Like, I'm totally down, especially for the channel. Absolutely. Absolutely. Throgmorty. There we go. So this is Throgmorton's Manor. Okay, so it looks
I'm not in the mood for chit-chat, Mr. Reed.
You stupid fucking monkey. What the fuck, man?
The mortician has touched him up well.
But... oh, you gotta be shitting me. I gotta go back to the hospital. Oh, that's stupid. Could have grabbed that a while ago. Okay. I gotta go back to the hospital. But to save you guys time, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode right here. And then I will be seeing you guys very, 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 very soon. Because you guys already know that I'm gonna go to the hospital and grab this information, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll start the next episode from there. Anyways. Bye-bye. J Knives out.